Hello, my name is Ruben Snayor, and I'm the co-founder and managing partner of Ensign National Brokerage. I want to thank you for taking 30 minutes out of your busy schedules to join us for this session, Get to Know Ensign. Over the past year, our company has experienced remarkable growth. However, this success hasn't come solely from our efforts at the top. It's been driven by the hard work, the dedication, and the expertise of our incredible team. Our managing directors bring a level of passion, experience, and leadership that has truly propelled us to new heights. As a small business owner myself, I understand the challenges and the rewards of running and growing a business. Growth requires a solid plan, but as we all know, a plan only works if it's implemented effectively and safeguarded against the inevitable what ifs. So let's consider some of these what ifs. What if my business partner passes away? How do I ensure that their family is cared for while allowing the business to move forward seamlessly? What if a key employee passes away? How do I maintain the same level of operational excellence while I search for the replacement? What if I need immediate help with cash flow, but I want to avoid the complications of bank processing? What if I want to retire and transition the business to my children? How do I design and fund a succession plan that sets them up for success while ensuring my financial security in retirement? These are all real challenges we face as business owners. Addressing them requires tools that don't just mitigate risk, they guarantee success. That's where life insurance products come in. They provide the guarantees needed to make sure that your plan succeeds no matter what. At Ensign National Brokerage, we're passionate about protecting businesses and the families behind them. Our mission is to design customized plans that address the specific needs of business owners, providing peace of mind and stability for the future. We have coverage across all 50 states, and our management team is made up of some of the most dedicated professionals in the industry. I'd like to introduce you to a few key members of our team. We've got Howard Rubin, our managing director in the Los Angeles area. Unfortunately, Howard couldn't join us today. We got Jason Van Penbrook, our managing director in the Chicagoland area. We've got Eddie Grant, our managing director in the Scottsdale, Arizona area. And we've got Dan Kyle, our managing director in the Metro Detroit area. Each of these leaders bring an unparalleled wealth of knowledge and dedication to serving our clients. Additionally, we've partnered up with a top-notch insurance company with an entire dedicated team to include CPAs and tax attorneys that helped design our programs. I would like to introduce to you Matthew Tapping. He's the Regional Vice President with Emeritus Insurance Company. Now, we formed an amazing relationship with Emeritus and their team, but mainly because the relationship we formed with Matthew. Matthew, I'd like you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about our relationship, if you don't mind.
Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew Tapping, and I'm one of the regional vice presidents at Emeritus. It's a privilege and honor to be here with you today and share how proud we are to be one of the few trusted carriers that partners with Ensign National Brokerage. I wanted to take a few moments today and share with you a little bit about Emeritus. We understand that every client has their own story, goals, and unique needs. That's why we've assembled a dedicated team of professionals and seasoned experts who are here to support you every step of the way. We're not just here to provide products, we're here to help you design smart, effective strategies tailored to your client's needs. Whether it's identifying the right coverage, building customized plans, or ensuring smooth implementation of those financial strategies, we are here with you from beginning to end every step of the way in this exciting journey. There's a few things that set Emeritus apart, but one in particular is our personalized approach. As you all know, there is not a one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to protecting people's financial futures. Whether it's life insurance, disability income protection, or other financial solutions, our focus is always on what's best for your clients. That's providing long-term value, security, and peace of mind. Emeritus has done that since 1887. We've helped millions of families, individuals, small business owners plan well and enjoy life. In addition, our heritage as a mutual-based organization means we always put customers first. Our promise is to always be there when they need us the most. We back that promise with the power of our financial strength, demonstrated by the strong financial ratings we earn year after year. And at Emeritus, we don't just work with any firm. We seek out partnerships with those who share our values and commitment to excellence. That's why we're especially proud of the relationship we built over the years with Ensign National Brokerage. I also want to highlight our advanced planning and design team. This is very distinctive and unique in the financial services industry. Our advanced planning team provides the expertise and consultation to help you feel more confident when you connect with your valued clients, especially when it comes to advanced markets and small business owner concepts and solutions. Our team of highly credentialed and experienced professionals include JDs, CPAs, and tax professionals who possess a deep understanding of the competitive tax and legal environment and deploy this knowledge through powerful case design and consultation. We're extremely excited to showcase this team's bench strength and capabilities as we begin to work with you. So again, I want to thank you and Ensign National Brokerage for allowing me to speak today. You will not find a better team of professionals who genuinely care about the well-being of their clients. Their dedication, integrity, and focus on what's doing right are what makes this partnership so meaningful. It's great to work alongside such a committed and passionate organization. Our partnership with Ensign National Brokerage is really a perfect example of how collaboration makes us all better. By working together, we're able to combine our strengths, helping you grow your business and provide your clients with the exceptional service they deserve. So we're truly excited about the opportunity to work with you and remain committed to supporting your success with innovative products, personalized strategies, and outstanding service. Thank you again for your time today.
Thank you, Matthew. I can't tell you just how much we value our relationship with you and your team over at Emeritus. We're proud to share that we're now working towards an approval with the state to teach CPAs how life insurance products can benefit business owners, allowing them to earn CE credits in the process. We have Steve Wilson, one of our team members, who has significant experience in this area and will be instrumental in our CPA program. At Ensign, we know that we're only as good as the people we have working behind the scenes. That being said, we have a team of dedicated case managers like Melissa. I believe Melissa just may be the biggest key to our success. Every case we submit goes through Melissa. She navigates through our files and makes sure that we have what's needed to get our cases approved and issued at record speed. I don't think we'd be as great as we are without her. While we're on the topic of being extraordinary, I want to tell you about a case that our managing director, Dan Kyle, submitted a short time ago. Now, he submitted a long-term care case on a client that was declined with 14 carriers in the last 6 months. I'm going to repeat that. This client was declined with 14 carriers over the last 6 months. After discussing this case with our case manager, Melissa, she huddled up with our in-house underwriter, and together we came up with a plan on how to submit the file. We not only submitted it the way we were told, but packaged it with a story, letters from the doctors, and the medical records to substantiate our reasons as to why they should approve this case. Not only was this case approved standard, but it was approved by a carrier that declined the case a few months ago. Dan, I'd like you to say a few words not only about this case, but others that we were able to help you overturn in the past.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this case in particular was a very difficult case, but I think we had the organization to put it together the way it needed to be put together, by getting the medical records, by explaining to my client every aspect that we're going to do before we actually submit this case. So the client was on board with us. We were able to secure the medical records, and we were able to put everything together and submit it all as one full package, really putting together a puzzle with a complete set of pieces together. I mean, it had to be completely put together correctly, really, in order to get this through. And I also want to thank Eddie Grant for working with me, because he's been a wealth of knowledge for me. Actually, I love speaking with him. But we've had a number of I don't know, crazy cases that are really difficult, people that have illnesses, people that we've been able to overturn. I mean, we've overturned underwriters' denials. How many times, Ruben, would you say that we overturned?
For you alone, 4 or 5 cases.
4 or 5 cases we got denials on. We came back, spoke to the underwriter. Well, Ruben spoke to the underwriters and petitioned our case. And we actually got these flipped around and got them issued, which is really amazing. So I feel like I'm with a phenomenal team. I've personally been in the business for 18 years, and I'm working with a group of people that are special. Ruben, number one, probably works harder than anybody I know in this industry. Really, he's on top of his game. He'll call you up. We need this, 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 this. I mean, he's ready to go day one. I mean, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning, and he's ready to rock. I mean, so it's been great. It's been a great working experience, and just knowing that we could take files that are more difficult, where people have been denied at other companies, and said, I could say with confidence that we could bring them over here and really put them in with a great shot of getting them to go through, which is phenomenal. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the girl we just approved, she can't even believe she got approved. I mean, she can't even, when I told her she was approved, she told me literally her jaw dropped. She could not believe it. I mean, when you're looking at 14 denials within a 6 to 8 month period, you have a tall task ahead of you to work. You have a working file that needs to be worked correctly in order for it to really go in smooth and be approved like this. So, I mean, it's just great being able to have the back shop with Melissa and Elizabeth, and they're just always working for you, and they do whatever they can to help you out. And it's really been great. And I'm really looking forward to 2025, where we can get a lot of business owners, save them on taxes and things like that. So the whole program combined is excellent. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Thank you, Dan. I really appreciate the way you fight for your clients. And as you know, we all love those challenging cases that you bring to the table, especially when we can get those clients the coverage that they need when they can't get it done anywhere else. Our comprehensive program offers a variety of protections that every business owner needs to ensure that their plan is guaranteed. Now, due to our time restraints, I ask that you refrain from asking any questions, but please feel free to type them in the chat box while those questions are fresh in your head, and we'll follow up with you afterwards. We'll provide you with the contact information to contact any of our team members with all questions after we're done. Also, if you don't already have it, our website is www.ensignnationalbrokerage.com. Please feel free to go to our website and set up a time if you have specific questions or scenarios regarding any situation. Now I'd like to hand things over to Eddie Grant. Eddie's a proud ASU graduate and actually a Rose Bowl champion. A Rose Bowl champion. He played in the Rose Bowl. Unbelievable. After graduation, Eddie was talented enough to play in the NFL. He played with the now great Detroit Lions. Whoever thought we'd be saying that? After retiring from the NFL, he entered the financial advisor arena, where he's enjoying over 15 years in the business. We're so happy to have Eddie as part of our management team because I feel that his knowledge and his expertise is priceless. Eddie, I'd like for you to possibly walk us through a couple of the specific ways our products can benefit our small business clients. Eddie, can you take it from here, please?
Thank you for the introduction, Ruben. My name is Edward Grant. I am the managing director for Ensign National Brokerage in the state of Arizona. And what I wanted to do today is just give you a 10,000-foot overview of who we are and briefly what we do. At the core of Ensign is a concept known as the buckets of money theory. You've got protection buckets, you've got cash access buckets, you've got future cash assets buckets, and you've got the interchangeable parts where protection and cash can converge, and you have several at the same time. We use these buckets to address directly client concerns, and those are varied. Our clients can bring to us a taxation issue. Our clients can come to us with a cash flow issue. Clients can come with, I don't know what my business is worth. What happens if someone dies, and the owner, what do we do with the ownership? At Ensign, we take our clients' concerns and then we apply the rules of different assets that we have at our disposal. We have a securities asset, and those follow certain federal rules. We have insurance assets. We can go in and use a whole life product. We can use a indexed universal life product. There are cases in where a term product is a valuable thing to use. But it is our clients' concerns and our clients' current situation on their timeline and what their future goals are for the business that lead us into what we need to use and what we're going to end up advising them to do. The rules that govern insurance are different with IUL and the way the product works with whole life. And until we find out how cash flow runs through the business, we can't give our best product offer. How do we find out how cash flows through the business? Well, working with Ensign, we have the ability to go in and give a complimentary business valuation on every business that works with us. In addition to that, on the back end, we'll come in and do a complimentary living trust to help protect the business on the back end should you have one of the owners predecease their time. Whether or not it is a key man design, a executive benefits design, whether it is a buy-sell agreement between two or multiple owners, the business concerns will help direct us into what we're eventually going to do. Now, I could go on for quite some time talking about specifically how we do that, but that's got no time here. What we have learned over the last 15 years is people really enjoy hearing from our clients that have already worked with us, that have these policies in place, that have used them over a number of years. A gentleman I would like to introduce you to now, his name is Jim Dunning. He is the executive director for Keller Williams, Arizona. Jim has been a client for, let's call it 15 years, and he's a good friend. We've learned that hearing directly the testimonials from our clients carries a lot more weight than what we have to say. In light of that, my pleasure to introduce all of you to Jim Dunning. Jim?
Thank you, Eddie. I am a fellow Sun Devil as well. I got my MBA from Arizona State. So anyways, I'm very, very excited about that. I own a Keller Williams franchise. It's a real estate residential franchise. It's a fairly large franchise. It's got about 500 real estate agents in it, and it's been in business for 23 years. When Eddie talked to me about this product that he wanted to put me into about 15 years ago, I was a tough sell. I had been a term life insurance guy, pay this year, worry about the future and the future. Anyways, Eddie convinced me to make this investment. and it has been a true lifesaver for me, because of the fact that it's grown and grown and grown and grown, and now I have this really readily available pile of cash that I can take withdrawals out in a moment's notice, right? And so whatever I need it for, and as companies grow, they have different needs and different requirements and different capital requirements, and sometimes it's not always business related. Sometimes I need something for taxes. I had a really good year one year, and I needed a big chunk of money to send to Uncle Sam, and so it's a nice thing. And so I have that money sitting on the side. I borrow from it, I pay it back. I borrow from it, I pay it back. And unlike a line of credit or going to a bank and trying to do all that paperwork, or paying a fee to have a line of credit open, it doesn't cost me anything to have it there. It's sitting there. It's readily accessible. The paperwork says it takes 3 to 5 days to get your funds. I will tell you, the last half dozen times I've borrowed from it, I put in a request, and it is in my bank account within 24 hours. They wire it over, and it's there the next day. So it's been fantastic. And again, I've used it for many, many different purposes. Easy to use. It's great. And again, it's ultimately part of the life insurance that I have for my wife and my kids. But they are well aware of me borrowing it and using it. And it's sometimes, and again, I'm in the real estate world. When you have a great business opportunity, maybe it's in my world, a fix and flip house where you can buy a house and make a nice little pop very quickly, but you have to go quickly because everybody else is there, right? So you have to be able to close in 5 days or 7 days. And if I had to go to a bank and borrow that money, or go to a hard money lender, a lot of times it would take a lot longer than that. So it's just been a really versatile tool that has helped me make a lot of money on it, and use it. And it's just very, very easy. And again, it continues to grow. The policy value, the cash value, continues to go up every year. And it's a really nice tool. And really happy that Eddie convinced me to invest in myself all those years ago. And so, a great tool. Yeah, I'll just do a shameless plug. If you guys ever know anybody looking to move to Arizona, feel free to call Jim Dunning at Keller Williams Arizona Realty. I'm happy to help them buy a house. So I still actually sell. I have a small team, and we still do some real estate ourselves. But company's doing great. Market's great. I would love to see interest rates come down a little bit, but they're inching down, which is good. If anybody wants to talk to me about about the program that Eddie put me into, I'm certainly welcome to talk to anybody offline. Call me or email me, and we can talk about the specifics and all that stuff.
Jim, thank you very much. That's perfect as always. We appreciate you. Thank you. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to our managing director for the state of Illinois, based out of the greater Chicago area. It's my pleasure to introduce all of you to Jason Van Pembroke. Jason, please.
Thanks for the great introduction, Eddie. Really appreciate it. Everyone, my name is Jason Van Pembroke, and I'm the managing director here in Illinois and the Chicagoland area for Ensign National Brokerage. And today I'm going to talk a little bit and briefly on COLI, which is company-owned life insurance. Now, the first one that we're going to be talking about today is a buy-sell agreement. Now, buy-sell insurance is a type of life insurance policy that is used to fund a buy-sell agreement between co-owners or partners of a business. This agreement outlines how the business will be transferred or sold if one of the owners dies or becomes disabled. This insurance provides the necessary funds to facilitate the transfer of ownership. Now, the business partners or the co-owners create a legal document that sets out the terms of how the business ownership will be transferred due to the exit of one of them because of death or disability. The agreement also specifies a price or a formula for valuing for evaluation of the business. Now, each owner purchases a life insurance on the other owner, and the insurance coverage is intended to cover the buyout price in case one of the owners passes or becomes incapacitated. This ensures business continuity because it prevents the business from having to close, sell, or transfer ownership to anybody on the outside or outsiders. It also provides liquidity. This life insurance policy is going to provide a cash infusion to buy out the deceased owner's share, making sure that the deceased owner's share is transferred to their beneficiaries, and then the surviving partner can continue to run the business as need. This is great because this avoids all conflicts in regards to it. It provides a clear path of ownership and transition, which can reduce conflicts among the surviving owners and family members. Now, in June of this year, June 13th to be exact, the Supreme Court delivered a decision in Conley versus the IRS. Now, this was a landmark case that has significant implications for business owners with buy-sell agreements, because those buy-sell agreements need to be readdressed because the old figures do not apply now. It is estimated that over 95% of buy-sell agreements that are currently in place are now underfunded. So even if you have a buy-sell agreement in place, it would be wise to sit down with us and allow us to go over it and make sure that the numbers actually work. The second type of company-owned life insurance that I'm going to speak about is a key man policy. Now, it is exactly what it sounds like. This is life insurance that the business takes out on an individual whose expertise, knowledge, or leadership is critical to the success of the business. It could be a top salesman. It could be your chief financial officer. It could be the CEO. This is typically, again, for founders, owners, key executives, top employees whose loss could cause financial hardship, disruption of operation, and affects the business's ability to secure funding. In the event of that key person's death, the business receives a payout to help cover those financial impacts. Now, some of those financial impacts could be loss of revenue or profit. They also could be for recruiting and training a new individual to fill that person's shoes. If there's any debt obligation, that could help with that. And also, it just ensures that there's no operational disruption. This can also, policy can help mitigate costs related to downtime or operational issues that could happen during that transition period. Now, Ensign stands firmly on this, and we believe that every individual business owner is a key person of that business. So if that's not in place, that's definitely something to think about. The third type of policy that I'm going to talk about is a non-qualified deferred compensation. This is also known as an executive bonus. It's very clear. It sounds exactly what it is. It's an executive bonus. Executive bonuses are a great way to keep top executives and top producers to stay with your company. And it gives them that extra compensation that they earn. Executive bonuses are also a great way for businesses to get some tax write-offs. And we will sit down with your accountant or CPA, and we can help explain to them how these all work. I'm going to change gears now a little bit and go towards, Eddie spoke about whole life. I'm going to talk to you about an IUL, or an Index Universal Life Policy. To me, Index Universal Life, that's what I choose to use more often than whole life. And the reason for that is that IULs have two different features that whole life does not have. One is it has a range of payments and flexibility, whereas with a whole life you have a fixed payment every month. With an IUL, you have flexibility in regards to payments. You can even skip payments, and we can dive deeper into that in person. The other reason why I like IULs is you do get larger growth than a whole life through index credits than dividends. Basically, because you're in the market, they are offering you usually 1 to 2% more than what you would get in a whole life. Now both work, both are they serve the same purpose. So as we've done in the past, sometimes we blend them, whole life and an IUL. It's a personal preference, and we'll show you all those options. Now the last thing that I want to speak about today is a concept called infinite banking. And infinite banking is basically creating a way for you as a business owner to be your own bank. So imagine if you could have access to cash in 3 to 5 days, and if you could use that any which way you choose in your business without having to fill out an application, without having to put a personal guarantee down, and also without having to wait weeks or months for those loans to go through. This money allows you to reinvest in your business immediately, fund employee benefits, business expansion, or just other business operating expenses for individuals that are in cyclical businesses. And one thing that I want to touch on that's separate from the infinite banking is that all these life insurance policies, regardless if it's an IUL or a whole life, they're creditor proof, meaning that if there is the case of a lawsuit or a bankruptcy, creditors cannot get access to the cash value of these life insurance policies. So it's a creditor proof asset. There's not much out there that gives you so much bang for your buck as life insurance in this regard. Now, I'd like to introduce you to a client of mine. Her name is Lori Wyatt. Lori is a well-known Chicago real estate investor, and she's going to speak right now in regards to how she uses her IUL policy for her business and what she found so attractive about it. So Lori, appreciate you doing this. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so this was completely foreign to me, and I wasn't kicking and screaming, but I really was kind of skeptical when Jason first started talking to me about it. But so far, it's working out really well. I had purchased a batch of 84 homes, and we were midstream in our renovation and stabilization process, and the market shifted. So now the two choices were to go ahead and fire sale those and make very little, it would really cut into our profits by quite a bit, or pull some cash and be patient and wait. And so we chose to do the latter, pull the cash out at a very, very nice interest rate, which I never could have touched anywhere else. And then in January, I'm liquidating another property that I've owned, for a long time. I'm going to put the money back, and I'm going to use it for my next endeavor. So, when I need it, if I need it. So it's just nice to have that sort of, it's like a safety net, if you will, where, real estate's it can be, even if you think you know how to time the market, it can be very unpredictable. And having that access to that line of credit has been just a lifesaver for me. So I'm very, I didn't realize how nice it was going to work out for me at the time that I did it, but I'm very happy that I did now.
Thanks, Lori, for doing this. A lot of good information. She's proof that what we do works, and as you can tell, Lori was a little hesitant, but loves the fact that she did get into what she did. Thanks for your time, everybody. I'm not going to take any more. I'm going to refer you back to Ruben. Ruben, it's up to you now. Thanks.
Thanks, Jason. Jason, your knowledge and leadership is priceless. I want to thank you all for taking the time to join us and learn more about how we can support business owners and their families. I sincerely hope this session was a valuable use of your time and that you walked away with some useful insights to apply to your business or share with others in your network. As a company, our growth has always been driven by referrals from people we've had the privilege of helping, as well as their colleagues and their connections. We hope you'll feel comfortable reaching out to our team with any questions, scenarios, or challenges you'd like to discuss with us. Every member of our team is eager to assist and collaborate with you. Please don't hesitate to contact us. We're here to help. Once again, Thank you for taking the time to get to know Ensign. We look forward to the opportunity to work with you in some capacity in the future. You can find more information on our website. Again, it's www.ensignnationalbrokerage.com. Additionally, you have all the contact information for our team members, so feel free to contact us directly. Thanks again and have a great rest of your day.